Welcome to the fourth match of the day, and this is the amazing match between the Githurai Cheetahs versus the Kiambu Pluckers. I'm your commentator, Walter Wanjala, for this match. You remember, it is the November 23rd of 2024, and this is the Kenya Kabaddi Premier League, and we're watching this live on the Kenya Kabaddi Union TV. If you are a fan or if you are a new person in this match, you can share the live so that more people can enjoy this game. And there they are, the Githurai Cheetahs, the men in green, luminous green, coming in, walking in majestically, ready for this match. Remember, they were unbeaten us at the last match, but now they are coming in to maintain a new winning streak. That means that you're not about to be beaten by the Kiambu Pluckers that easily. And as you can see at the front, jersey number 4, that is Anthony Nganga, leading his team there. And the captain is Roger Somondi, followed by Tobias Berethi, who's the assistant captain, Hussein Murioki, amazing defender, Alex Tito there, Calvin Ochieng, Danson Msami, and last but not least, Anthony Nganga there. And the team Kiambu are coming in there, being led by the one and only Mr. Francis there. An amazing team it is. Jersey number 1, it is Francis. And also, they have their star raider there, Kurupu. Amazing raider there. Also, a person to watch out for, it is Cliff Ikonya. And the Francis Gamau is the captain, followed by George Gitonga, Cliff Ikonya, James Gadhira, Daniel Karoga, Stephen Amolo, and last but not least, Godfrey Muogo. That's the first starting 7 of the Kiambu Pluckers. And as you can see, that's the logo of the Kiambu Pluckers, 2 horses with a star there. A beautiful logo it is. They are the men in olive and white there. And head to head, the Githurai Cheetahs versus the Kiambu Pluckers. They have both played 9 matches. They have won. Githurai Cheetahs have won 8 matches, and Kiambu Pluckers have won 5 matches. Githurai Cheetahs have lost only 1 match, and the Kiambu Pluckers have lost 4 matches. While on the league ranking, Githurai Cheetahs are on number 2, while the Kiambu Pluckers are number 6. The winning probability, it is 60% chance for the Kiambu Pluckers, for the Githurai Cheetahs, and 40% chance for the Kiambu Pluckers. Both team captains there, they are Roger Somondi versus Francis Nganau. Both team captains being called in for their coin tossing to take place there. And the referee of the day is Isaac Dewar there with the coin tossing, whereby the decision will be made if they will either of the team will start trading or not. And the decision has been made. Who won the choice? And Kiambu won the toss, meaning they chose raiding to start with the raid there. Wow, that's a different choice from what other teams do, whereby most of the teams actually choose the court, meaning that they want the raider from the opponents to come and start with the raid. And that's a point. Jersey 7. That is Kurupu, the one and only 7, the lucky number, taking down Roger Somondi, who is the main raider of the Githurai Cheetahs. And Tobias Berethi taking a bonus there from Cliff Ikonya, who is not playing the cover today, rather the corner. Tobias going back home with a bonus point. Amazing point it is. You can see Kurupu again reading there. And if you can see outside the mat there, Roger Samondi warming, taking down Kurupu, stretching towards the line and taken down by... It's a raider out, taken down by Tobias Mureithi there. And amazing support from his teammates. They have brought the beast down. And Calvin Ochieng. Calvin trying a toe touch, trying a bonus. Was it successful there? Trying a toe touch again. Indeed, it's a point for the team Githurai. Cliff Ikonia being forced to read now that Kurupu is on the bench. Cliff and gets a point there. Rush there from Tobias Mureithi, who saw the meat and wanted to eat it as fast as possible, but the meat was too hot to handle and spit it out. Oh! Cliff Ikonia tried a tackle there, but unsuccessful. It was Kurupu, careful there, taking a bonus. And taken down by the in again, Tobias Mureithi. He has really learned the raiding style of Kurupu there. And he is utilizing his knowledge. Jersey number 1, Francis, is still on the mat. And that's jersey number 15, Ochayeng raiding. Cheng wants a kick there to the corner, but makes a decision to go back home and defend. And probably a wise decision it was. One technical point for the Githurai Cheetahs. The read. Kiambu Pluckers captain Francis takes a success. Has to play his best now. Kiambu Pluckers going back home to defend. Roger Somondi finally goes for a raid. He wants to finish this, put the icing on the cake, not giving these guys a chance to think. Rogers. Did he step on the lobby? And it's a kick there to the jersey number 4, the corner, going to the bench. Francis has to fight because he is the only raider remaining now that can handle the Githurai Cheetahs defense. Careful there, off the corner and the cover. How many defenders are those? 1. And it's a 1 point for the team, Kiambu Pluckers. Careful, the corner. He is not even rested a bit. And he's already out there. Francis again with the raid from the turn that he just made a few minutes ago. Careful there. And stretching Francis 2. And it is a turn there. Another point there. Amazing attempt ankle hold there from Tobias Mureithi, but it was not as good as the turn from and quick thinking from Francis. Again, Francis is the target and he fell for it, taking him and Cliffy Konya back to the bench. And this all-out is about to actualize because jersey number 10, David against Goliath, the defense of Githurai Cheetahs. Will he manage this? Will he be able to see a David versus Goliath situation? We are not seeing it because David forgot to count and he's cost his team an all-out there. And now it's an all-in. Kurupu is finally back. Is this a game changer for his team? But now Calvin Ochieng is coming to shake the faith of the Kiambu Pluckers there. Oh, a blunder it was there from Kiambu Pluckers captain Francis there, who rushed towards Calvin Ochieng, who is small but very strong. And claims a point there on Tobias with a toe touch, and it is the point. Anthony Nganga, jersey 4. And it is a point there. Amazing toe touch. Kiambu Pluckers, Kurupu there, a giant taken down, and it's a Raider safe from a push by Kurupu. Very strong Raider. He pushed Tobias Maridi towards the line, and he got the point. Remember, Githurai Cheetahs are leading with 17 points, and Kiambu Pluckers with only 7 points. And Rogers claims a point there on the corner, jersey number 2, who gives it easily. Does not fight because the referee saw what he saw. Again, Kurupu reads. Kurupu. Careful there off the corner because Tobias is proven to be a very lethal corner to Kurupu. And he is not the only lethal corner there. Meshach has taken Kurupu down. Wow, these corners are really doing something. And it's a timeout asked for by the Kiambu Pluckers. They have to strategize now because this defense is really hectic for them. And the defense is no match to this defense. So it's either their Raiders step up or they have the defense to step up. And at this point, I think the only option is for the Raiders to step up because with the likes of Rogers Omondi being their main threat, and also Tobias Maridi, Calvin Ochieng, Anthony Nganga reading in their defense, they are really going to face a hard time. Rogers, how many points are this? 2 points. Francis and Cliffy Konya going to the bench. Jersey number 3, reading. And taken down by the cover there. Githurai Cheetahs, Calvin Ochieng been given an easy point there by the jersey number 10, who said, you are just going to take this point, so why not? Let me just give you. And now, wow, jersey 4 going to the bench. And it's another all-out against the Kiambu Pluckers. Kurupu has given himself out there due to a huge blunder. He did not know that the defense. The raiders of the Githurai Cheetahs are the one going to raid, and it is a point there from Cliffy Konya, taking out Rogers Omondi, who rushed on him. Githurai Cheetahs, Anthony Nganga, raiding. Jersey number 4. Anthony wants a bonus. Is it a toe touch? And dancing with a kick towards Francis. And they are bleeding points after points. Kurupu, look at his face. Today we are not seeing the smiling face that he is normally used to, because this is a mountain to climb. It is an Everest for Kurupu. But many people have climbed the Everest, just like the Black Falcons, who are able to defeat the Githurai Cheetahs. So will Kiambu Pluckers Kurupu be able to do this as a one-man show? As Rogers Omondi gets a point on this side, he goes and gets a point on the other side. Will he really be able to do it? Well, that some might say that's an overstretch, but with Gabadi, anything is possible. Rogers with a sudden turn there wants to target a bonus plus point there, and it's a bonus for Rogers Omondi. Kiambu's Kurupu, jersey number 7, with the lucky number. Rupu gets a point on Jose Amiget, who goes to the bench. Calvin Ochieng has the duty of going and trying to bring Meshach, who is their main right corner there. And he jumps there. Calvin taken down by a turn, a waist hold there, back hold, and a turn from Francis there. A beautiful display of the game there, bringing out Calvin Ochieng. And it's a jump. How many points are those? Kurupu getting home 2 good points for his team, taking out a huge chunk of the defense that is Githurai Cheetahs, Rogers Omondi, and Tobias Urede. But remember, Anthony Nganga, who is also an amazing raider, is still on the field there. Anthony taken down. Wow. The mountain has been climbed. Kurupu has definitely tapped into his zen, and Tito has given out the point easily. But Kurupu wants to buy time, and Tito going to the bench there. It's a 4 points for the Kiambu Pluckers, with only 2 minutes remaining on the clock now. Rogers Omondi raiding. Rogers takes a bonus point. Rogers looks like he's opting to go and defend there. It's an official timeout. They are asked for by Rogers Omondi. Whatever the Kiambu Pluckers strategy was during the last few minutes before the all-out against the Githurai Cheetahs, it has started working out. And but Githurai Cheetahs are already taking off. This is a rocket climbing to the sky with amazing 15 plus 3 points there. They are ahead. They are ahead with 12 points. The Githurai Cheetahs. And during the timeouts, both teams must strategize now. because they need this win on both occasions. And that's the technical team fixing up the field. Kurupu with the raid there after Roger Somondi went back home with a bonus point. Kurupu careful of Tobias there. And it's a turn. And how many points? Claims 2 points. Asking for the review. And asks for the review there. It is Cliffy Konya, jersey number 6. Only 1 minute remaining on the clock now. Osamiget has conceded to the point. 2 points for the team, Kiambu Pluckers. And now Roger Somondi with the raid there. Takes a bonus point. And flies there. Rogers Omondi. Only 30 seconds remaining on the clock, taking a bonus. And looks like he wants a bonus plus a point. And Githurai, as Roger Somondi is only taking bonus points. Remember, Kiambu Pluckers, jersey number 7, Kurupu is going with up double points and probably bonus plus points. So it is a disadvantage to them. Kurupu, careful of Rogers, and the follow back there from the corner, Meshak. And Kurupu has been laid to rest there. And the halftime is coming in. And during the halftime, they changed the courts. Both teams have to discuss on how they're going to win this game. But Kiambu Pluckers are making an amazing comeback, but Githurai Cheetahs are not giving them an ounce, because even if Kiambu Pluckers is taking 2 points, at least they are trying to go and try and take a bonus point there. Githurai Cheetahs discussing, Kiambu Pluckers discussing, strategizing on how they're going to win this match. Well, I said the Githurai Cheetahs defense is the Everest, but Kurupu is a mountain climber. There, he will not go down without a fight. We've seen him do wonders on the mat, but also he's not the only person doing wonders on the mat. You've seen the amazing defense style of Tobias Murithi, jersey number 1, and also the amazing raiding style of Roger Somondi over there, who has terrorized defense time and time again. The right cheaters are discussing. Also the Kiambu Pluckers, you can see the captain there planning, deciding on what they're going to do as a team to defeat this mountain. And the referee is calling back the players to the mat. Telling them, arrange yourselves. The battle continues. And the Anthony Nganga is the first warrior sent on battle. Anthony taken down by the corner. Amazing tackle there from the corner. Jersey number 2. Kurupu back on the mat, being sent on the raid. Kurupu and trying to jump, but has been taken down by Tobias Murithi. Beautiful tackle there. You do not see such types of tackle every day. Like a cat, he pounced on him, and like a gecko, he stuck on him. Wow. Kurupu going to the bench to nurse his injuries from the tackle there by Tobias Murithi. Calvin Ochieng. Calvin trying a toe touch there to the corner. What's that now? The corner has just stepped out of the mat. Calvin going back home with 1 point. Cliff Ikonya trying a toe touch towards Rogers Omondi. And that was an attempted follow back by... that's an ankle hold by Tobias Murithi there. Taking down Cliff Ikonya. Rogers wants a kick towards Francis. And how many points are those? 1. And 2 points it is. For the Githurai Cheetahs. Francis remaining on the ground and being forced to go and raid. But she'll be careful of Tobias Murithi's ankle hold there. And a follow back from the corner and the in. That's Calvin Ochieng. Tobias Murithi ready for him. And Francis is not ready for this all out. Francis looking back, seeing that he has to try and look for a point. And it's a follow back by Calvin Ochieng there. We want him. It's only that he could not hear. Francis. And now Tito getting an easy point there. On all out. 3 points for the team Githurai Cheetahs. Jersey number 7, he is back on the mat there after being taken down by the mighty Tobias, who attempted again on the first step-in, but looks like he's in. Calvin Ochieng failed him there. They were not in the same frequency there. And trying a kick, Rogers Omondi. Rogers Omondi with a jump there against jersey number 6, Cliff Ikonya. And it's a timeout. And there we are. Remember, among the top raiders is Roger Omondi with 349 raid points. But that was the KKPL1, whereby James Kamoiti was leading. But now, in the KKPL2, we have among the top raiders, Roger Omondi is nowhere to be seen, but the leading raider is Stephen Amolo with 216 points. That is the man that you're calling Kurupu. But also, Rogers Omondi, that was according to the league week 9. But as of now, League 2 top raiders, Rogers Omondi is still the top raider, the second top raider, with 128 trade points. Rogers Omondi taking a bonus point there. Rogers Omondi dancing there, confusing their defense, trying a kick there, and successfully getting a point. Looks like the Kiambu Pluckers have decided if he's going home with a point, it's only a bonus point. Nothing more, nothing less.
On the side of the Kiambu Pluckers there, we have Stephen Omolo. Remember, this is the top raider who is holding the topmost position of the KKPL2 with 216 points. That is Stephen Omolo, but he doesn't seem to do much for his team because at the scoreboards we have Githurai Cheetahs at 44 and the Kiambu Pluckers have 23. Stephen Omolo picks up a point there.
Did you just say he doesn't seem to do much for his team?
That's much for me. That's much for you.
Yeah, that's much for me because, as a raider, you can only do much, but you also need your defense. Yeah. So at this point, Roger Omondi has really found a way to curb this defense. He has really gotten into the hearts of this defense and has lit a fire that they cannot seem to extinguish currently. And now that's another fire being stretched to. That's the corner. Jersey number 2 hitting the bench.
So this guy, Roger Omondi, is the one who's terrorizing the defense of Kiambu Pluckers there. As you can see, Githurai Cheetahs lost their game to Black Falcons last week. And I believe on this game, they really want a win because they can't be beaten twice. They just don't want to be beaten twice.
At this point, I think their wish is just actualizing. And Kurupu has enticed Meshak with a jump there. Kurupu goes back home with a point from Meshak the corner.
But remember, Meshak is also a very good defender. We saw him perform in the Black Falcons game. But in this game, Kurupu seems to be better.
And now we've seen the referee ushering out Calvin Ochieng, who looks like he just stepped out of the mat.
He went into the lobby, or is it the end line there? He went back.
Into the lobby.
Into the lobby.
Yeah. And now Rogers again with the raid. We're only 8 minutes remaining on the clock, so the Kiambu Pluckers have to chase.
They just opened the bonus for him. It's so wide open.
Yeah. They're not giving him any more points currently.
And
he has looked for the point and has found it. Again, it's the jersey number 10.
Remember, Rogers is among the top players, top raiders of the KKPL2, but he isn't at the top 5. I believe he's trying to get there.
Yeah,
currently, according to week 9, he had 128 raid points. Whoever is holding the 5th position, that is Alan, with 147 points. Still has a long way to go. Long way to go.
A very long way, it is. There she is. There he is, Stephen Omolo with a raid. Stephen.
It's Tobias.
Tobias Morethi. Raiding. And is it Stephen Omolo claiming a point there?
It's Tobias. It's believed that jersey number 5 went into the lobby. That is Tito.
That's a second blunder from the same team. Remember, Calvin Ochieng also stepped on the lobby just a few minutes ago. And now you can see Tito stepping again on the mat. But Tobias Morethi doesn't look to be happy about the decision made by the referee there.
You know, they're just giving easy points to Kiambu Pluckers. Those are just some easy points to pick up. We have Rogers there going for a raid once more. He's the star raider of the Githurai Cheetahs there.
I said that he has lit a fire against this defense. And also, before you came, Roger Somondi, I say the defense of Githurai Cheetahs is like the Everest there. And that's a stretch. 2 points for the team Githurai. They gave him the bonus. He took more than the bonus. He took 2 points.
We see there Francis. He stepped into the lobby. I don't know what's up. The end line. He went past the end line. Tobias receiving a green card there. He should be careful.
It's a 3 points there.
Yeah, they're already on the lead with 51 points to Githurai Cheetahs, 29 points to Kiambu Pluckers, only 6 minutes on the clock.
You know, I normally wonder, is it in every match that this referee does not seem to look eye to eye with Tobias Murithi, or is the referee who has the problem, or is it Tobias Murithi who has the problem? Because
I can't be the judge of that.
almost every match he gets a card from his referee.
I can't be the judge of that. You know, as a player, you just have to be careful around the referee. You don't want to upset the referee there.
Yeah, but now remember the referee is the final.
Yeah, here's the final say of the decisions made.
Yeah, he is the judge, and he is the client, and he is the judge.
It's Calvin.
Wow,
There's a block and
Calvin!
Calvin is able to
That
go
was
past.
a beautiful block, but not greatly executed. Calvin Ochieng drived himself towards the line, and he got the point.
I can feel the frustration that Steven has right now. He goes, gets a point, but when he comes back, his defense gives out 2 points or more. You just can't do this alone.
You can't do this alone.
Yeah, you need your team.
Very true. With the raid, Stephen Omolo.
Top raider.
Amazing raider. But Githurai Cheetahs are really going and going. They are flying. They are a rocket that once they took off, their next step is to the moon.
There is Tobias Murray there on the
Look at
raid.
this defender stepping out again.
And this is the second time he has done that.
He needs to mark the field quite well.
But that is Francis. I don't expect such mistakes from him.
Yeah, because Francis is a seasoned player. He's been on the mat, I believe, if I'm not exaggerating, a few couple of times. So he should be knowing the layout of the match, and that's a bonus plus a point from Osea Miget.
He tried to go for the ankle hold, but Steven was so fast.
Remember, Osea Miget was the best defender in KKPL Season 1, and now among the top defenders, he's nowhere to be seen. Probably he decided to leave the space for the youngins there. Meshak getting
With a jump.
how many points? 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
and
no.
It's a super raid.
That's a super read for Meshak. And once again, Steven Omolo is last man standing.
Only 3 minutes remaining on the clock now.
I think he needs to revive someone. You don't want
Stephen?
an all-out
Taking a bonus there.
easily.
And they are opening up the field. And Steven got the point there from Calvin Ochieng. Calvin Ochieng has been sleeping up in the last few minutes.
They are playing the sacrificial method there.
And
Yeah,
jersey number 4.
They don't want Rogers to target Steven, because if Steven goes off the mat, I want to believe that's an all-out.
Yeah, that's the obvious target.
But
That's
for how long can he keep doing this?
Well, the sacrificial method actually works if your point difference is closer. But now at 58 and 36, and only 3 minutes remaining on the clock, and Stephen Omolo has been taken down by Roger Somondi.
With the mighty block. That's beautiful.
Very beautiful, but disappointing for the Kiambu Pluckers.
Yeah.
They were hoping for something better, but this is Githurai Cheetahs. Remember, the probability of the Githurai Cheetahs winning was at 60%, and Kiambu Pluckers at 40%. Finally, they have managed a tackle there against Tobias Murithi with a somersault runs to the bench there.
That's a beautiful dive from Francis.
Yeah.
He said, enough with going to the bench because of stepping out. Now I'm coming in for action.
You know, my take on Francis is that he's actually an amazing player, but because of his impulse, raids, and tackles, he's been getting blunder after blunder. But if he manages to curb his own feelings while on the mat, Francis can be a very good player.
Let's see if Rogers is going to frustrate him again. He's very ready to take that dive. Can see him there. That's a dive.
And
Support.
Rogers
No.
dances, and he's been taken down. Amazing support there from the jersey number 4, who did not let the meat go.
I felt like going to help him.
Me too.
But that was awesome. That was awesome.
Amazing there.
Taking Rogers to the bench. There's Kurupu, Stephen Omolo going for the raid there.
Stephen, only 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Stephen Omolo, we call him Kurupu. Raiding, taken down by an ankle hold and a drive there. And is it a 1-1?
Just have to wait for the umpire to decide if it's a 1-1 or if Calvin is still on the mat.
And it's a 1 point for the team Githurai.
This might just be the last raid. 61 points to the Githurai Cheetahs, 39 points to the Kiambu Pluckers. That's a timeout for the Kiambu Pluckers. And there is Calvin Ochieng taking up the last raid of this game.
Calvin Ochieng. And stretching
Runs
towards
into the lobby, claims
the corner.
point.
And it is a very visible point.
Yes, sure.
Yeah. The good thing about the defenders of Kiambu Pluckers, they never argue. They never argue the referee. They never claim that no, you did not touch me. And it's a match over. Githurai Cheetahs wins with a huge margin there at 62-39. It is the score, the final score. Githurai Cheetahs are the winners of the match.
The Red Cheetahs coming from being beaten by Black Falcons last week, they're rising up to their former glory of winning this game.
Yeah, they're bringing back, but a streak will be
has
determined.
been ended. It had been ended.
Yeah, it had been ended. So a streak will be determined by their next game. If they win their next game, we'll say that they have recovered their winning streak.
Yeah.
But as at now, we say they have just won.
They have just won. They have just come back to their glory. They're winning glory.
They're winning glory.
Yeah, that is the Githurai Cheetahs. That is the Kiambu Pluckers there. It has been a beautiful game. It has been a wonderful game. And I have been
A commentator.
Kiwani Silva.
And meet in the next game whereby the Kayole Giants are facing the Black Falcons.
It's the Black Falcons facing off against the Kitale Fortunes.
And is it the Kitale Fortunes fighting against the Black Falcons?
Yeah.
We will know.
Here at the Kasarani Indoor Stadium.
Yeah, I've been a commentator, Walter Wanjala.
And I've been Sylvia Kimani.
See you in the next game. Peace.
Just smoothie come.
Imeisha.